Hi and welcome to another Easterfest bonus bit. I'm Justin Rulon. One of my favourite Easterfest stories is about how two expat Aussie brothers wrote a bunch of killer songs, crafted a sound that can really only be described as epic, and found themselves at the very top of the Christian music industry in the US. But when you look at the For King and Country story, the origins of it begin at Easterfest in 2009, when Joel and Luke Smallbone, originally billed as Austoville, and then Joel and Luke, played one of their first shows ever. And that performance really got the ball rolling for Joel and Luke and what would eventually become For King and Country. In just a moment, we'll flash back to 2013, just after the band have released their debut album Crave. But first, this is what Joel told me when I asked him what the support shown to them by both the Aussie fans and the Easterfest organisers meant to him and Luke in the early days of the band.
I don't think you put a price tag on that moment. As a duo, as a family, as a band, being at Easterfest in 2009, it's such a fragile thing. If you've ever started a family or a business or a band, you're shaking in your boots, so to speak, and wondering if you're going to make it. You know, sometimes you just don't know. And to be embraced not only by an audience, but to be embraced by the Australian audience in the way that we were, even though the band name might not have been right, you still saw through it and loved the music and the heart behind what we're trying to do. And that was profound. And so to return what is a ridiculous decade later in 2019 as For King and Country, to play the Sydney Opera House, the first show between our 2009 debut at Easterfest, and that time was doubly profound. But having the backdrop of Easterfest coming back in 2019 and then again in 2024, we felt like we started off right. And so we're very thankful to Easterfest, Toowoomba and Australia family for having us. So the confidence that it gave us stepping back into America, really from that point on, stepping into a record deal, stepping into our first album when we returned to the States was paramount in the journey. And so grateful to celebrate Easterfest, grateful to look back on it. And I hope there's a resurgence of that festival and festivals like it in Australia.
In 2013, 96.5's Liam Renton, also the host of Australia's Hot 25 Countdown, caught up with Joel Smallbone at the Christian Music Broadcasters of America's conference Momentum. It's a little snapshot into the early days of For King and Country, the backyard cricket habits of the Smallbones, and Jay Leno's head size. This interview was recorded around 18 months after the release of their debut album Crave and is taken from the archives of 96.5.
Yeah, we got Joel with us. It's really good to catch up, brother. How are you?
Good. You know what? I will say this: there's 700 Americans here and 2 Australians, and I'm thrilled about that.
And you and I are it. So.
Yeah, that's it. And I've got my lovely American wife here as of 60 days ago.
Well, we should say hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Listen to the accent, will you?
Yeah, I know. Southern California.
You're going to get a hybrid accent before you know it. You've been here for more than half your life. Right?
Here's the thing: when I come home, back to Australia. Everyone always asks me, and now when I spend enough time with you, I'll pick it back up again. And I've got 6 siblings, my parents, so we sort of rub off on each other. But man, I go home and everyone's, "Hey, man, mate, where you from?" I'm
Brisbane.
I'm from Brizzy. It was born in Sydney, but I'm a bit of a nomad at this point.
Tell us about For King and Country. I mean, you've been on our chart for a while. Some people say it's an American band, it's an Australian band. Hello, 2 Aussie brothers, flying the flag.
The most disturbing thing you've told me since we met, Liam, is that people think we're an American band. I mean, we have on our crest, we have the country of Australia. Because that's our homeland.
And a cricket bat. Where's the cricket bat?
Yeah, we had a cricket bat on there. If you look really closely, everyone, you'll find the cricket bat in there.
On the back.
Yeah. No, it's been an awesome journey, and we were just recapping off the air, but we had a slew of other band names. It was by Joel and Luke for a while as an independent band. After we went into a meeting one day and said, we're not leaving this meeting until we come up with a band name. So we left with Joel and Luke, very creative, because I'm Joel and he's Luke. The next name was Austoville, and we went to Easterfest one year and played under the name Austoville, and it was very confusing. No one knew how to pronounce it, and I thought it was a tricky, clever name, but no one else did. So we ditched that. Ultimately landed at for King and Country. We were in the studio one day working on our debut record, Crave, and in kind of a providential moment.
There's a band called Corazon in the 90s that had an album called Crave.
Yeah, we didn't know that, so we plead the fifth on that. We didn't steal that.
They might
name.
be listening, man. They might. Well, they were a good band, Corazon. They were good. As Aussie band.
And countrymen. Yeah. So, well, maybe a subconscious is powerful. Maybe I saw it somewhere once.
Isn't it funny? Like I remember seeing you as a dancer at a concert back in the 90s. I'm not joking.
Yeah,
but
I wasn't a good dancer though.
How old are you now? Like you guys never age.
Yeah. No, I'm still 19, man.
I think you were 14 at the time. No. You guys do not get any older.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but the common misconception, I'm 29 now.
Yeah.
Just turned.
And success with this band. I mean, you're on Aussie charts. You're doing really well in America, which is where it really counts.
Yeah.
Albums are different these days. Is it album sales? Is it single downloads for you guys? How's it work?
I guess it's all of the above at this point, isn't it? I mean, we've been very fortunate. Released our first record, our only record so far, a little over a year and a half ago, and just gotten to do some really cool things. I mean, and we got to play the Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Wow.
Got to play, a few hundred shows.
Just say that again, because that's pretty impressive.
We got to play the Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
What's he like?
Heck, a really good fella.
Big head, doesn't he? Like a massive head.
Yeah, big head, sort of like yours.
I do have a large head. I wear a size 61 hat.
Do you?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so that's just off the chart. They only go to 60.
That's girth.
Yeah.
Right there. Now, here's a good fella. We met him in the halls.
Would you be about a 48, wouldn't you, for your hat?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't think they run sizes like that here.
In Australia, I'm talking to your wife now, we call that a pinhead. I'm a buffhead.
Yeah, you're a buffhead. That's like, no matter how you slice the cake, we're just in bad shape, both of us. No, it was good, man. I got to meet him that one night, and he came in the hall, and we had a whole posse with us. And he said, you guys have a posse the size of Mariah Carey. I was like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
If only we had the album sales.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. No, not really, but I'm not as fast as you are. But
yeah.
It's been great, man. And what the centerpiece of the last few years has just been the incredible impact that these songs have had, and we can't really claim it in some ways because the ones that have been released as singles are really just God songs, and songs that are out of the Bible, and there's other songs that are breakup songs and all sorts of things on the record, but those are the songs that have hit people between the eyes, and just so the stories, man, are really powerful.
Well, our lives have intertwined in certain ways since you, and I guess we were both kids. I mean, I'm good mates with your cousin, Matt.
Yeah, I was just texting him just a moment ago.
Tell him I'm here and I said hi. And
he's here?
Well, just remind him that I scored 18 runs off 1 over that he bowled for me in Albury Wodonga back in the day.
He forgets that stuff.
No, he doesn't forget that stuff because he was really dirty at me because I hit him for like 3 sixes in a row.
Yeah. And was he bowling?
Yeah. And he was bowling really fast towards the end there.
Yeah. Competitive fella.
He is. And I'm a bit mad. If anyone's just twigged, this is Rebecca St. James's brother, because you don't really go by that tag, and why would you? But your sister is one of the best exports we've ever had. She's so impressive.
I appreciate that, man. I'm a big fan of that girl.
I'm a big fan of her too.
I know. You went on a date with her. Even caught a cold.
Don't bring that up, man. That's like that's old, man. That's
history, though, man. That's a
old.
big deal.
That hurts.
Not many people can say that.
That hurts.
Sorry.
Just because I went on a date with his sister back in '97 doesn't mean anything.
And you call that cold, and a big question mark against that one.
I do love your sister. She's a great woman. She's a great woman of God, and she's a great singer.
And she's married now.
Yeah.
Sorry, fellas.
Yeah.
She's pregnant too. She's having a kid. Yeah. Dream come
true. Just ask her about that date we went on though back in the '90s. I keep reminding her of it because I don't think she remembers.
Yeah.
But I remember. I tell everyone.
Of course you do.
She couldn't get out of there quick enough. I got to go, sound check. Have you already done one?
We're already done. It's 9 o'clock at night.
Hey, man, you guys are always welcome on this show, and I'm very proud of you and your brother, what you've done. The sound is tight, the songs are good, they're climbing the charts, and Go Aussie, man. Well done.
Yeah, go Aussie. Just tell everyone that we're Australian, would ya?
You tell everyone.
Listen, everyone, we're Australian.
Do it so they know who you are.
Listen, everyone, I'm Joel from the King and Country, and we're Australians.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Good on you, mate. All the best.
Thanks, man. That's
Joel.
the way we do interviews, right?
So
That's how you do it.
That's
None of this American mumbo jumbo.